Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the indispensable special agent, has been played by Mark Harmon for almost 20 years. Gibbs is a level-headed boss with a menacing gaze and an enigmatic history. However, Harmon has experienced some surprising developments this year, and it's safe to say that his journey in the entertainment industry hasn't been without its bumps. In this video, we'll reveal all the hidden details regarding Harmon's incredible journey and the most recent developments that have everyone curious. How about you come along? The rise to fame of Mark Harmon is one of those timeless stories where luck plays a significant role. He started it all in the 1970s when he risked everything to pursue acting instead of a safe business job. Instead of a large stage or movie set, he and his father shared screen time in a funny little commercial for Kellogg's Product 19 series, which was his first taste of stardom. His early acting career was greatly influenced by his sister Kristen, who used a connection to get him his first acting gig in an episode of The A-Team. This opportunity started a chain reaction that led to Harmon guest starring in popular shows like Adam 12, Police Woman, and Emergency. In 1975. Yet his success was not solely due to luck. You had to question his mental state when he put on those performances. Was the extent of his ambition ever considered by him? Mark Harmon has been in the public eye for a long time, but recently his life has taken a disturbing tone, and his followers are wondering what's going on. Is our current understanding of the tale incomplete? Nobody anticipated the news, which includes health worries and sudden changes in careers. Stay tuned to the very end because what's transpiring with Mark at the moment is shocking and tragic. His acting chops started to come into their own as his career developed, and he was nominated for an Emmy for his riveting portrayal in the TV movie Eleanor and Franklin, The White House Years. It's incredible how a single part can propel an actor to stardom. As his career took off, he appeared in notable miniseries like Centennial and had supporting roles in films like The Daughters of Joshua Cabe and The Poseidon Adventure. It seemed like every project he worked on brought him one step closer to a monumental achievement. Actors' careers take unexpected turns all the time, but his life took a dramatic turn in 2003 when he was cast as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the revolutionary series NCIS. It was almost as if destiny had a hand in inviting Harmon to guest star in a couple of JAG episodes, where Gibbs was initially introduced after NCIS creator Donald P. Bellisario saw Harmon's riveting performance as Secret Service agent Simon Donovan in The West Wing. Since then, this opportunity has presented itself. Was Harmon aware at the time that he was entering a role that would go on to become legendary? In all likelihood, no. The challenges playing Gibbs, though, weren't quite a picnic. It presented its fair share of obstacles. Harmon had a challenging task in deciphering Gibbs' complex personality, which included both his cold, no-nonsense appearance and a profound empathy and commitment to doing what's right. What is the first step in fully embodying something so intricate? Because of the character's centrality to the show and its devoted fan base, Harmon knew he had to give him substance. Without a doubt, he was able to understand the subtleties of a seasoned NCIS agent thanks to his background in law enforcement. A terrible backdrop involving Gibbs' wife and child's deaths provided emotional weight, which Harmon had to successfully portray. In the face of such overwhelming grief, how can one keep up the strong front that their admirers have grown to expect? Regardless of these obstacles, people connected with Harmon's portrayal because of his dedication and honesty. NCIS became a hit with audiences throughout the world. It's incredible how an actor can change the trajectory of a program and their career just by shaping a character. The ups and downs of Harmon's career show how skill, persistence, and a little luck can propel you to success. They also serve as a reminder that the road to success is seldom smooth. Mark Harmon's life has taken an alarming turn after years of consistency and prosperity. Why has he suddenly encountered these difficulties, and what is he doing about it? This is far from ended. It's more than simply news, it's a window into the life of a beloved performer. If you want to know what's going on with Harmon right now, you have to watch to the very end. Leroy Jethro Gibbs went from being a quiet and unassuming commander to being one of the most complex characters in television history. Across the course of 19 seasons, changing while being watched by millions of admirers all the time must be really difficult. On first glance, Gibbs seemed to be an unassuming, quiet sort who exemplified strength. It was revealed in the third season, as many may recall, the terrible history of his first wife Shannon and their daughter Kelly, adding complexity to Gibbs' character. This incident shed light on his guarded nature and made viewers wonder, how does one manage to be functional in a high-stakes setting like NCIS while coping with such profound loss? The recurring focus throughout the seasons was on Gibbs' connections with his squad, which highlighted his leadership skills. A warm and welcoming environment was fostered by his transformation into a father figure for several team members, particularly agents Tony DiNozzo and Ziva David, as well as forensic expert Abby Ciuto. The thought of how something as innocuous as his now iconic head slap, which started out as a fun rebuke for DiNozzo, became a signature of his personality is intriguing. In what other ways do a person's connections and their tiny peculiarities evolve across time? Gibbs' character development was further advanced by important plot points, such as his family's sad loss and his desire for vengeance against Pedro Hernandez, the killer. Just picture yourself secretly holding that secret for years, only to have it unintentionally exposed when Abby found evidence connecting Gibbs to Hernandez's murder. What kind of moral impact would that have? Because of his personal history and struggles with remorse and a desire for justice, Gibbs is able to be understood and empathized with as a leader in character. Gibbs is deeply affected by his history and the principles he established in Shannon's honor. Time taught him, nevertheless, that it's all right to bend or even disobey the rules sometimes. A new and interesting viewpoint, isn't it? As Gibbs eloquently showed, growth frequently necessitates flexibility. Just as important to his growth as an individual were his contacts with his fellow NCIS team members. Tony DiNozzo and he developed a strong, almost family-like connection throughout their time as mentor and mentors. What is unique about a mentor-mentee dynamic? Many viewers connected with Gibbs and Tony's relationship because it demonstrated trust, progress, and mutual respect. The bond was one of a kind with Abby. When they exchanged signs, it revealed more than just a professional level of understanding and affection, adding depth to his already multifaceted persona. Gibbs regarded her nearly like a daughter. With the addition of agents like Ziva David and Timothy McGee, Gibbs demonstrated that he could be more than simply a law enforcer by changing his leadership style to foster growth. We witness characters who are resistant to change so frequently. Being able to adapt while staying true to his convictions is a testament to Gibbs' strength. But rumors of animosity on the NCIS set started circulating. Behind the scenes, Harmon and Polly Parrott had problems outside of filming. Despite the fact that their on-screen connection was admired by viewers, an incident involving Harmon's dog, which got a little overexcited and nipped a crew worker, was a spark that ignited the fire. Mark Harmon left NCIS after performing the devoted and time-consuming job of Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs for over 20 years. Producing the program for as little as 2 hours a day in its early seasons and continuing to play the same character for as long as he did, especially as he got close to 70 years old, was a lot. The idea of taking a step back was mooted by Mark Harmon. Ignoring the impact of exhaustion on his decision-making is understandable. Harmon decided to put his personal life, particularly his family life, first after years of devoting himself to Gibbs. He had considered quitting the program around seasons 15 or 16, but he stayed far longer than he had planned out of loyalty to the people he considered family on set. To make sure the season could get off to a nice start, Harmon needed to talk to CBS and the show's producers about his departure. The network and viewers were both comforted by Mark Harmon's agreement to participate in a limited number of episodes during the changeover period. It felt like passing the baton to the next runner in a relay race. Even more intriguing, Kelly Call, president of CBS Entertainment, dropped hints that Harmon may come back. The writers took their time crafting Gibbs' leaving plot so that both fans and the character might find meaningful resolution. In the fourth episode of Season 19, Great Wide Open, Gibbs finds solace away from the high-stakes NCIS environment in Alaska and decides to remain there after solving a case. In Harmon's opinion, this was an authentic and appropriate way to wrap things out for Gibbs, as it mirrored his own path in the character's development.